Hello everyone, welcome back. This is RandoGEEK. So we're talking about T-Mobile here in this video, and I'll drop a link for this article down below for you in the description. You can check it out on your own if you'd like. This is coming from Phone Arena, so that's where we're getting the update. And T-Mobile, once again, getting negative feedback. See, the problem with T-Mobile is they've been going down this spiral trend where they've just kind of been lying to customers, right? Using false claims, taking jabs at the competition, Verizon, AT&T, etc. And it's all in the name of, doing better, right? Getting more customers to sign up for plans, getting rid of the competition, right? Trying to get customers, deter customers away from signing up to Verizon and AT&T. But the problem is people are on to it, right? We're on to it now. It's so much. It's been happening so frequently that we get it. We know that 90% of what T-Mobile is saying is now lies, unfortunately. And it's not to say that it's 100% lies, but the problem here is it's not 100% true. And for customers that are not aware of these types of, clickbaity type promotions, if you will, they might find themselves in a situation that they're uncomfortable with. And that is pretty much what we have found here. So it looks like T-Mobile is planning to appeal a recent decision from the National Advertising Division, which is NAD. This is part of the BBB national programs, which states that T-Mobile should stop making certain claims about how much customers can save by switching from another provider. So apparently this issue all started when Verizon filed a complaint challenging T-Mobile's marketing, which said customers could save 20% by switching from Verizon. So the NAD reviewed this case here, or this claim from Verizon, and it looks like several materials and spots were noted where T-Mobile made this claim, which include the following. So, A, save on every plan brochure, 2 commercials, top 3 plays of the day, holidays are coming in hot, families save 20%. I've talked about that specific one before, the holidays are coming in hot. It's where they had Snoop Dogg in the commercial and they were accused of lying about how good their plans are and how good that deal was. Then we have a T-Mobile US press release, and then T-Mobile saving calculator website. All right, then there's a photo here, if you will, in the article that shows the advertisement save at least 20% versus AT&T and Verizon with T-Mobile's experience plans. So of course, this is versus comparable plans, plus streaming and in-flight Wi-Fi. Plan features like optional streaming and taxes and fees vary. Savings with third line free via monthly bill credits. So that's the 36 months bill credits that pretty much all these carriers use. Credits stop if you cancel any lines. Qualifying credit required. Review exclusions and details at tmobile.com/switch. So they're saying that the claim, which is still on their website, is misleading. So according to the NAD, most people don't expect the value of third-party streaming services to be included in a price comparison. So the issue is that when T-Mobile said customers can save 20%, it gave them the impression that their plans are cheaper on their own without adding in other benefits. The NAD also pointed out that T-Mobile's updated fine print wasn't good enough. The savings claim depends on having at least 3 lines at a specific plan level and includes extra costs related to streaming services. But those important details weren't easy to spot or understand. That could leave customers confused or misled about what they're really saving. So because of all this, the NAD, of course, has recommended that T-Mobile stop using the 20% savings claim in its advertising altogether. T-Mobile, of course, is disagreeing with the decision and plans to appeal it. They made a statement saying that they're disappointed with the outcome and will take the case to the National Advertising Review, or NARB, so the National Advertising Review Board, which handles these types of appeals. They're saying, as a customer, I think it's more important than ever for wireless carriers to be upfront and honest in their advertising. So this is, the bottom line here is we have to look at this from two angles. Like, companies are going to do whatever they can to promote their products. T-Mobile is going to misrepresent their deal. Verizon is going to do it. AT&T is going to do it. Everyone does it. There's always fine print. That's why there's fine print, right? So we always have to read the fine print, because if a deal sounds too good, 98% of the time, I'm being modest. I'd say 98% of the time, but it's really more like 99.9% of the time. It's probably is too good to be true, So always read the fine print here. But I guess the thing here is, these companies should be more transparent with their promotions. And the FCC has done some good with the, what we call the nutrition label, the broadband nutrition labels now, right? So the facts, the amount of speeds you're getting, the latencies and all that. That was all because these companies lie about what they give you. They promise one thing and then they give you another. And, customers were just getting sick and tired of it. So the FCC finally stepped in and forced those broadband labels so that customers now know when they reach a certain amount of priority, this is what's going to happen, depending on the type of plan, of course. But now it forces the carriers to be more transparent with you, which entitles you to that information you would then not otherwise have. You would have to contact customer support. They don't even know what those plans include. They don't even know where the data is capped at. So it just leaves customers in this, situation that they shouldn't really be forced to be in. So yeah, I agree. T-Mobile, carriers, Verizon, AT&T, and companies in general, especially when they're offering a product and a service such as wireless service or even internet service, you have to be transparent with your customers. Let them know what they're getting. Be clear about the deals, because the bottom line is, maybe you get a customer clicked in, and they sign up for something. Once they realize that the deal is no good, they're going to cancel. Remember, most likely there's not going to be a contract on any of these things. Now, here's where T-Mobile can win, of course. They get you sucked in by giving you a device, and now you have to stay there for 36 months with the bill credits. This is a huge headache for some customers. They don't want to deal with that. Maybe they really believe they're getting a discount on this phone and they're not going to have to stay that long. And we can say, well, you should know by now that this is how it works. Not all customers do. There are going to be certain situations where customers have been with AT&T for 10 years. They've liked the service, something went wrong, or maybe they've moved and now the service no longer works for them. So now they need to sign up for T-Mobile because where they live now, T-Mobile is the best service for them. These are scenarios that are realistic. These are things that actually happen. And these are the types of customers that are going to find themselves in a jam here. So this is what they're talking about. This is what the NAD is talking about. Certain customers won't be up to date with what really goes on within these companies, and they'll be taken by this false claim here, or these false claims, which are reoccurring, like I said. And it's not just T-Mobile. Verizon will attack T-Mobile, but again, they're not innocent either. They've made plenty of false advertisements. However, T-Mobile has been the king, of this currently for the last, I'd say, a couple of years now. They've been being the most dishonest about it and the least transparent. So yeah, I think they definitely need to be more clear with it. Just come out and say it. Like, this is the deal. If people don't want it, then they don't want it. You can't make customers do something they don't want. If they don't like it, then they don't like it. If they like it, then they'll sign up for it. I mean, what do you get out of clickbaiting here? Like, right? You're going to get someone to sign up for the plan, but they're only going to want to leave, and it just results in churn. At the end of the day, that's how I see it. So I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section if you have any opinion on this or not. But yeah, I'm all for being honest with the customer. Let the customer decide if they want to pay or not. As always, thank you for stopping by and watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.